Hello YouTubers, welcome to my video. This is a video on the trick on how to save supplies for your bunker, plus also how to earn about 15,000 RP for one of your associates. So if you have a friend who's looking to level up, or you have a second character and you have two Xboxes or two PS4s or two PCs and you want to try and level up one character, this is a trick. Now 15,000 RP isn't a lot. It's about 15,000 RP an hour. The reason why I like this method is it doesn't wreck your controllers. So tying rubber bands to your controllers or putting pieces of wood or items in between your analog sticks eventually will wear down your controller. So it's really a bad idea to do that. I mean, it still takes a long time to wear out your controller. Probably takes a year if you do that continuously. But ultimately, you're gonna have to buy a controller at some point, and there's really no reason to do it unless you have to. So unless you have to rubber band your analog sticks, don't do it. But that being said, I mean, there are better ways to earn more RP much quicker and more money much quicker if you do that. But this is really just a nice way to save you money on your supplies for your bunker, plus you get some extra RP for one of your friends or yourself, and you might even get some extra money because you're hanging around the CEO. So let's get into it. So obviously the trick, let's talk about the trick first of all, is when your supplies level gets down a little bit, you should see it's really a couple of millimeters if you look at it on the main screen, but if you look at it on this screen, it looks a lot larger. But as you can see, as soon as it gets down to the point where you can buy supplies for 15,000, and really it doesn't take long to get down there. So as soon as the supplies arrive, it's literally less than a minute that your supplies will immediately drop to 15,000. And then what you do is you just go and buy supplies for 15,000, and then you start up a mission. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. Obviously, you can just go to your apartment, which we will be doing. But the trick that I'm going to show you is to be CEO. So one of you will be CEO, and then you can give your partner some extra RP and some extra cash, possibly, right? The cash doesn't seem a little finicky. I've seen sometimes it'll show up 5,000, 10,000, but I don't see it all the time. So I'm not quite sure how consistent and if it is consistent, but I know the RP is definitely consistent, and that's really what I'm going to show you here today, right? So just go into your bunker, go wait for it to drop slightly, then go and buy supplies for 15,000, which we'll do right now. Okay, so there we go. We're going to buy supplies. Okay, and then I'll show you what mission. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our MOC. I mean, the downside is you do need a second character, second PC, a friend to do this. But obviously, if you are by yourself, you only have one character, and it's too tedious to get a friend, then obviously just go to your apartment in any mission, something like the blow up mission, go to the TV and sit in front of your TV. So it's same idea, just you don't get the RP or the money. But if you are trying to help somebody level up, then this is a good trick.
What's up, Chief?
Okay, so we go to MSC, and we're going to start a mission. And the mission we want to hit, well, you can probably hit any mission. I mean, I've certainly done half track, bully, that's fine. It puts you down by the water. You got to run up to the road and grab a car. But the one that I prefer is this guy. And then the apartment that I prefer is the altar, one of the altar apartments, just because it's so close by, and I can just drive, and it's literally less than 30 seconds to get there, and the roads are pretty straight. You go kind of straight, you go right, and then left, and you're there, basically, right? So it's pretty easy to memorize as well. So we're going to start up this mission. And I won't be able to show you the RP in this one, because I want to actually show you the mission. Tell you what, I just really wanted to show you how to get to the mission. So it's really going to the exit strategy, and then inviting your friends. So I want to actually show you the RP, and what I'll do is I'll back out of here quickly. And before I do that, I will have my friend start up the mission and invite me. And that way I can actually show you getting RP, and it's pretty much the same mission. One sec here. And I use 2 characters, so it's kind of useful to if you have a low level character, to up the other character if you like. And again, I mean, 15,000 RP is not a lot. It's, I mean, sometimes you can make 15,000 RP in a minute, with other like capture modes and things like that. So. Apartment, but like I said, one of the Old Street apartments, either 3 or I think the other one's 57 or 5, whatever it is. The one at the top has a better view, not 3. Don't pick 3 because that one's on the lower floors and you don't have a good view. If you don't have this and you have space for an extra compartment, then so you just jump in the car. It's available right here, so you don't have to run up a hill or try and stop a car. It just saves you time doing this.
We're anticipating a significant attempt on important international allies at LSIA.
And you literally just drive down the street, and it's pretty easy to find the place. We're going to turn right at that construction site in the front. You turn one right, and then there's a second construction site, so it's really easy to actually remember. So right at this construction site, and then you'll see a second construction site, and we're going to turn left at the road just before it. So second crane, very easy to remember how to get here, quick and easy, less than 30 seconds, bang, you're here. And if you are playing as a second character, you don't even have to have that second character get out of the car. I'll show you how easy it is. You can just leave the character in the car, even though not with this one because I didn't start the mission, but even the host, when the host starts a mission, it says invite everybody into your apartment, but that doesn't actually work at all.
Fuck you too.
So it doesn't matter whose apartment you go in. It could be the host or the other person you're trying to level up. But all you do is you turn around and you just buzz your players in, and it'll pull them straight in from the car. They don't have to get out. They don't have to do anything, and they will spawn right by the door. Yeah. There we go. Bang. Very little work. All you do is you run by the TV here and do the regular stuff, sit in front of the TV, turn it on. And you can actually turn your controller off. For those that don't know, you just turn on your TV, and at this point you can actually turn your controller off or plug into USB if you want to see that your TV's... It's sometimes useful just to see that you haven't lagged out or anything like that, is to plug it in. And then, you know, if you're in the room, then you can actually just make sure that you haven't lagged out. And then your friend will just come over to sit right next to you. They can sit anywhere on the couch. It doesn't have to be right next to you.
We live there like kings, but something has come to Los Santos
And they'll do the same thing as they will watch TV, and then they can either turn the controller off or just sit down. Okay, and you'll notice already there I've got 200 RP, and every 5 or 10 or 15 minutes you should see a message saying you've got some cash. So it's not huge. You're not going to level up your characters super quick, but if you do this over 2, 3, 4 days, you may go up 2, 3, 4, 5 levels. Like I said, it's probably more aimed for people that have multiple characters, 2 Xboxes or 2 PS4s, and you're trying to level up their character and not level them up too fast to the point that it's just stupid. Just a little bit, so you kind of benefiting from both the supply trick where you don't pay for supplies, and the way that works is as long as you're in this mission and you've ordered your supplies will not be delivered until you exit the mission. What happens then in every 2 hours and 10 minutes is really how long it takes your supply bar to go down. Is every 2 hours 10 minutes, time yourself in your watch, you'll exit the mission, and as soon as you exit the mission, then it'll deliver those supplies. But at 2 hours 10 minutes, normally it'll take 2 hours 20 minutes for your supply bar to completely deplete, but 2 hours 10 minutes leaves a little bit left on your bar. So you could just exit at 2 hours 20 minutes, that's fine, and then the crossover will be very minimal. Or you can exit at 2 hours 10 minutes, and then there'll be a little bit there, and it'll just fill the bar up. So you only pay $15,000 for a full bar of supplies instead of $75,000. So if you are kind of sitting here and not working and not playing the game, and you just want to save a bit of money and get some RP in the meantime, this is a good way to do it. So hopefully you found that helpful. Thank you for watching the video, and if you did, if you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel, and please hit the like button. Your support is mostly appreciated.